A wrong number. A dead husband. A family of killers. When grief counselor Vivian Cross answers a call meant for someone else, her quiet life shatters, and she's thrust into a deadly world where her name alone could get her killed. The wind banged against my office windows. It was November, and everything felt cold and dead outside. I sat in my old reading chair, the one that still smelled like James if I buried my face in it. It had been 18 months since the funeral. 18 months, and I still couldn't sleep in our bedroom. My phone sat on the table, dark and quiet. That's how most of my nights went now. Nobody called anymore. My grief counseling business was dying. Turns out people don't want advice from someone who's drowning in their own grief. I had 3 clients left. Just 3. Sienna, an angry 16-year-old whose parents forced her into therapy. Marcus, a veteran who showed up mostly out of habit. And Mrs. Chun, who just wanted to talk about her dead husband. I was living off James's life insurance money and watching it disappear bit by bit. Soon I'd have to sell the house. Our house. The one we dreamed of filling with kids and laughter. Now it was just empty. My phone buzzed and I jumped. A voicemail? That's weird. I didn't hear it ring. I pressed play. Static. Heavy breathing. Then a man's voice. Fast. Scared. Desperate.
Vivian.
Vivian Cross. Thank God. Listen carefully. I have what you asked for. Everything. The ledgers, the shell companies, the offshore accounts. Everything on the Moretti family and the harbor operation. But I need out. I need to disappear. You promised me $2 million and protection. I'm texting you where to meet. Tomorrow night. Pier 47, the warehouse at the end.
Come alone.
If you bring anyone, if the Morettis find out, we're both dead. This is bigger than you know. Giuseppe Moretti is dying. His sons are fighting over who takes control. What I have could decide that war. It could destroy their whole empire. $2 million, Vivian. That was our deal. Don't make me sell this to someone else.
Click.
I sat there, frozen. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it. Morettis. Ledgers. $2 million. Pier 47. This was wrong. This was a mistake. A huge, terrifying mistake. My name is Vivian Cross, but I'm a grief counselor in Brooklyn. I drive an old Honda. I buy the cheap cereal. The worst thing I've ever done is speeding on the highway, and my hands were shaking as I typed back. I think you have the wrong number. I'm not who you're looking for. Please don't contact me again. I hit send. It felt stupid. Like saying please would make this nightmare go away. 30 seconds later, my phone rang. Same unknown number. Don't answer it, my brain screamed. But my finger was already swiping. Hello. Silence. Just breathing. Heavy, panicked breathing. I'm sorry, I said, trying to sound calm. I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not Vivian Cross. I mean, I am Vivian Cross, but not the one you want. This is a mistake. The breathing stopped. Then, what game are you playing? No game. I'm a grief counselor. I live in Brooklyn. I don't know anything about Morettis or ledgers. You have the wrong person. Long pause. When he spoke again, his voice was sharp. Scared. You're Vivian Cross. I got your number from the broker network. You've been gone for 3 weeks. Everyone's looking for you. And now you're pretending you don't know what I'm talking about? Are you trying to get more money? Because I can't pay more than $2 million. That's all I have. I don't want your money. My voice got louder. I don't know what broker network you're talking about. My husband died of cancer. I help people deal with grief. That's all I do. You need to call the other Vivian Cross. There must be another one. The other. He laughed. It wasn't a nice laugh. You think there's another information broker named Vivian Cross? You think that's just a coincidence? Information broker. The words made me feel sick. There was another Vivian Cross, and she dealt in dangerous secrets. Listen to me, I said slowly. My name is Vivian Marie Cross. I was born in Portland, Oregon. I went to Columbia. I got my master's in counseling. I married James Cross 7 years ago. He died 18 months ago. I have never been an information broker. I never heard of the Moretti family until 30 seconds ago.
You have the wrong
person. The silence felt worse than the breathing. If you're not her, he finally whispered, then you need to run.
Right now.
Because I just told you enough to get you killed. And if the Morettis think you're Vivian Cross, the information broker, they're already coming for you. The line went dead, that I sat there, phone pressed to my ear. This wasn't real. It couldn't be real. Things like this didn't happen to people like me. My phone buzzed. A text. Unknown number.
I'm sorry.
Delete everything. Forget I called. If anyone asks, you know nothing. Please, disappear. Then another text. Different number. Ms. Cross. We need to talk to you. About a message you got. We're sending a car. Don't be scared. My hand started shaking so bad that I almost dropped the phone. A car? They were sending a car? Who was they? The man who called? The Morettis? I ran to the window and peeked out. Everything looked normal. Parked cars. Street lights. Mrs. DeMarco is walking her poodle. Normal. Then I saw it. A black car with dark windows, pulling up slowly in front of my house. It stopped. The engine kept running, exhaust puffing in the cold air. My phone rang again. Unknown caller. I answered. Ms. Cross. A different voice.
Smooth.
Educated. With an accent. Italian, maybe. My name is Dante Moretti. I think you got some information meant for someone else. I'd like to talk to you about it. May I come in? Moretti. The name from the voicemail. The family that man was trying to expose. I don't know anything, I whispered. It was a mistake. Wrong number. I understand. And I believe you. But there are others who won't believe you so easily. Others are looking for Vivian Cross, the information broker. They're not as nice as me. I'm parked outside your house right now, Miss Cross. I came alone, just me and my driver. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you understand the danger you're in. And to protect you. I looked out the window. The back door opened. A man got out. Even from far away, even in the dark, I could tell he was someone important.
Tall. Strong.
Dressed in an expensive suit. He looked up at my window. I felt like he could see me even though I was hiding behind the curtain. He put his phone to his ear. I know you're watching me, Miss Cross. I know you're scared. You should be. But in about 10 minutes, my brother Marco will get here with his men. Marco doesn't like to talk first. He likes to get rid of problems. Right now, you're a problem. Unless you let me help you. Why would you help me? My voice cracked. If you think I have information about your family, I don't think you have anything. I think you're an innocent woman who got a message meant for someone else. Someone who's caused my family a lot of trouble. But my brother won't see it that way. My father won't either. And the other families hunting for the real Vivian Cross definitely won't. I saw more cars turning onto my street. 3 big black SUVs. Moving fast. That's not me, Dante said quietly. That's Marco. You have 30 seconds to decide, Miss Cross. Open your door and let me in, or face my brother's men alone. Trust me, I'm the better choice. The SUVs were speeding up, coming straight for my house. I ran for the front door. If you're enjoying the voice message, please like and subscribe to hear what happens when Vivian meets Dante Moretti face to face. Will he really protect her? Or is she walking into an even bigger trap? Hit that notification bell to find out what happens next. I yanked the door open just as Dante reached my porch. Up close, he was striking. Sharp face. Dark eyes that saw everything. He had this power about him. Like the air around him moved when he did. Behind him, the 3 SUVs screeched to a stop in the middle of my street. Inside.
Now.
His hand pressed on my back. Not rough, but firm. Like he was used to people doing what he said. I stumbled back as he stepped inside and closed the door. Through the window, I watched men jump out of the SUVs. 6,
7, 8.
All coming toward my house. Ms. Cross. Dante stood between me and the door. I need you to trust me for the next few minutes.
Can you do that?
I don't even know you.
No.
But you know my brother's reputation, even if you didn't know his name until tonight. He pulled out his phone and typed fast. Marco Moretti. Look him up. Quickly. My hands shook as I grabbed my phone and Googled the name. The results loaded. News articles. Crime reports. Suspected mob enforcer. 3 bodies found in the East River. Marco Moretti's work, they said. Criminal charges that never stuck. A photo of a man with dead eyes and a cruel smile. Heavy footsteps on my porch. Then, pounding on the door. Dante, open up. I know you're in there. The voice was rough.
Mean.
Nothing like Dante's calm voice. Dante's hand went inside his jacket. I realized he had a gun. Of course, he had a gun. Stay behind me, he said quietly. Then louder. Marco, give me a minute. You have no right to be here. Father sent me to handle this. Father is dying and not thinking straight. This woman is innocent. That's not what our guy says. He says Vivian Cross has the ledgers. She's been playing both sides. This isn't her. The pounding stopped. Long pause. Then, open the door, Dante. Let me see her face. Let me talk to her. If you're right, and she's nobody, fine. But if you're protecting the broker, I'm not opening the door until you send your men back to the cars. Not happening. I watched them negotiate.
About me.
About my life. Like I was a thing, not a person. Stop. My voice came out stronger than I felt. I stepped around Dante. Stop talking about me like I'm not here. I am not an information broker. My name is Vivian Marie Cross. I'm a grief counselor. My husband died of cancer. I got a voicemail by mistake tonight from someone who thought I was someone else. That's it. I have a life. I have clients. I have a mortgage.
You can check.
You can prove everything I'm saying. Silence from the other side of the door. Then Marco's voice, quieter but still dangerous. Open the door. Let me see you. I looked at Dante. He shook his head slightly, warning me, but what choice did I have? They'd break down the door anyway. At least this way felt like my choice that I reached for the lock. Vivian. Dante's hand caught my wrist, gentle but strong. Once you open that door, there's no going back. Marco will see you. He'll know your face. And if he decides you're a threat, I can't stop him. Not here. Not with all his men. Then what do I do? Tears burned in my eyes. What do you want me to do?
Come with me. Now.
Out the back. I have a car waiting in the alley. We leave, and I fix this. I prove you're not the broker. I find the Real Vivian Cross and end this. And I'm just supposed to trust you? Just go with a stranger into a world I don't understand. Yes.
His eyes held mine. Dark.
Intense. But somehow not cruel. Because the other option is opening that door and hoping my brother believes you. And Marco doesn't believe anyone. The pounding started again. Harder. More angry. Dante, last chance. Open this door or we're coming in. I thought of James. Of the life we'd planned. Of the safe, normal world I'd been clinging to since he died. All about to be ripped away because someone sent a voicemail to the wrong number. How do I know you won't kill me? I whispered. You don't. At least he was honest. But I give you my word. I'll protect you until we fix this. My word as a Moretti. The word of a criminal. Something flickered in his eyes.
Pain, maybe. Yes.
The word of a criminal. It's all I have to offer. The front window exploded. Glass flew everywhere as one of Marco's men crashed through, gun out. Dante moved faster than I thought possible. His arm wrapped around me, pulling me back toward the kitchen, toward the back of the house, toward escape. Go, he shouted. Run. I ran. We burst through the back door into my garden. I'd stopped taking care of it months ago. Bushes grabbed at my clothes as Dante pulled me toward the alley gate. Behind us, shouting, footsteps, my home being destroyed. A car was waiting in the alley. Another black car, engine running, back door open. A woman sat in the driver's seat, watching us. Get in. Dante practically threw me in the back seat and jumped in after me. Drive, Lucia.
Now.
The car shot forward before my door, even closed. I grabbed for the seatbelt as we flew down the narrow alley, tires screaming around the corner. Are they following? Dante looked out the back. 2 cars, Lucia said calmly. SUVs. Marco's.
Yes.
Lose them. I watched my street disappear. My house. My life. Everything familiar and safe is getting smaller and smaller. Where are you taking me? I managed to ask. Somewhere safe. Somewhere. Marco can't get to you while I figure this out. Dante pulled out his phone. This is Dante. I need a full background check on Vivian Marie Cross. Brooklyn address. Yes, right now. Everything. School records, job history, medical records, social media. I want proof she's not the broker. He paused. I don't care what Marco says. I'm doing this my way. He hung up and looked at me. Really looked at me. Taking in my ratty sweater, my old jeans, my face with no makeup. The face of someone who'd stopped trying months ago. Tell me about your husband, he said. The question surprised me.
What?
Your husband.
James.
You said he died of cancer. Tell me about him. Tears came without warning. Nobody had asked me about James in months. Everyone was too uncomfortable. He was a teacher. I heard myself say. High school English. He loved Hemingway and hated Dickens. He made terrible puns. He wanted 3 kids and a dog named Shakespeare. My voice broke. We had 7 years together. It wasn't enough. Dante was quiet. When he spoke, his voice was softer. I'm sorry you lost him. And I'm sorry you got dragged into this. Who is she? I asked. The other Vivian Cross. The real one. An information broker. She deals in secrets. Corporations, governments, criminals. She doesn't care. If you have money, she'll sell you anything. 3 weeks ago, she got something from my family. Financial records that could destroy us. We've been hunting for her ever since. And you think the man who left me that voicemail was trying to sell us out? Probably someone in our organization. Someone with access. Someone who thought contacting Vivian Cross was his ticket out. Dante's jaw got tight. And now he thinks you're her. And so does everyone else. But I'm not. I know. But proving it takes time. Time Marco won't give us. He shoots first, asks questions later. Lucia took another sharp turn. We were in a part of Brooklyn I didn't know. Warehouses. Industrial buildings. Empty streets. Still following. Dante asked. 1 car. The other turned off. Probably trying to cut us off. River route. Already on it. I watched them work together. This smooth teamwork from years of doing this. Lucia wasn't just a driver. She was protection. Strategy. Someone Dante trusted with his life. And now with mine. I have a client tomorrow morning. I said suddenly.
Sienna.
She's 16. She needs me. Call her. Tell her you have a family emergency. Reschedule. She doesn't have a phone. Her parents took it. She'll show up at my office, and I won't be there. She'll think I abandoned her, like everyone else in her life. Dante looked at me like I was crazy. You're running for your life, and you're worried about a counseling appointment? She's lost. The words exploded out. She's angry and alone, and everyone's given up on her. I'm the only person she trusts. If I'm not there tomorrow, you'll be dead. And then you definitely won't be there for her. But something changed in his face. He was thinking, where's your office? Downtown Brooklyn, near the courthouse. Lucia, can we? Bad idea, boss. Marco, we'll have people watching. Then we send someone. Pick up the girl. Bring her somewhere safe. Let Vivian explain in person. You do that. I stared at him. Why? Because you care about her. Because with everything happening, that's what you're thinking about. That tells me who you are. He smiled a little. It changed his whole face. Made him look younger. Almost normal. Besides, we need to keep you calm. Panicking won't help. My phone rang. I looked at the screen. My blood went cold. It's my office voicemail, I said. Someone left a message. Put it on speaker. I did. The voice made me feel sick. Ms. Cross. This is Detective Rachel Torres with the NYPD. I'm investigating witness tampering involving the Moretti family. I understand you got a communication tonight about sensitive information. I'd like to talk to you as soon as possible. For your safety, please call me immediately. Don't talk to anyone else about what you heard, especially not any Moretti family members. The message ended. Dante and Lucia looked at each other. Torres, Lucia said. She's been investigating us for 2 years. Never made anything stick. If she gets to Vivian first. Dante didn't finish. So now the police are after me too. I felt like laughing and crying at the same time. Is there anyone in this city who doesn't want to find me? Welcome to my world, Dante said. Then to Lucia. New plan. Take us to the estate. If the police are involved, I need backup. Security. Lawyers. Marco will know. Marco already knows I took her. Hiding is pointless now. We need to change strategy. The estate. I didn't like the sound of that. It sounded permanent, like a place I might never leave. How long? I asked. How long until you can prove I'm not her?
A day.
Maybe 2. My people are good. And then what? I just go back to my life? Pretend this never happened. If we're lucky, yes. And if we're not? He didn't answer. That was the answer. The Moretti estate sat on tons of land outside the city, surrounded by walls that looked like they could stop an army. We went through 2 security checkpoints before I saw the main house. It was beautiful in a cold, scary way. Stone and glass and more money than I could imagine. Quite an upgrade from Brooklyn, I muttered. My grandfather built it in the 50s. Every Moretti boss has lived here. Dante's voice was flat, but I heard something underneath. Anger, maybe, or sadness. Including your father. Especially my father, Giuseppe Moretti. He's dying. Cancer, like your husband. Except instead of leaving behind love and memories, he's leaving a power vacuum and 2 sons who hate each other. The honesty in those words surprised me. A glimpse behind the mask. You don't want this, I said. Not a question. What I want has never mattered. I was born a Moretti. That comes with responsibilities. The car stopped in front of huge doors. A woman waited there. Older, elegant, dressed in black. That's Isabella, Dante said. She runs the house. Worked for my family for 30 years. You can trust her. The way he said it, I believed him. We got out. I suddenly realized how I must look. Ratty sweater, no coat, messy hair, red eyes from crying. Not exactly mansion appropriate. Isabella's eyes swept over me, but her face stayed neutral. Mr. Dante. Lucia called ahead. The East Wing is ready. Thank you, Isabella. This is Vivian Cross. She's a guest, not a prisoner. Make sure the staff knows that. Of course. Isabella nodded at me. Miss Cross, welcome. You must be exhausted. Let me show you to your room. I need to talk to my father first, Dante said. Isabella, stay with her. Lucia, come with me. He was already walking away, phone to his ear, giving orders. Just like that, I was dismissed. A problem to handle while he dealt with more important things. Isabella touched my elbow gently.
Come.
You look like you could use tea and a safe place to breathe. I followed her through hallways that felt more like a museum than a home. Marble floors, real art, the kind of wealth that didn't need to show off. You lost James, Isabella said suddenly. Mr. Dante said your husband died of cancer.
Yes.
18 months ago. I'm sorry. My husband died 5 years ago. Heart attack. One moment he was there, the next he was gone. She led me up a huge staircase. The hardest part is not getting to say goodbye. Something in her voice made my throat tight. Kindness from a stranger. Yes, I managed. It is. Mr. Dante lost someone too. His wife. Not to death, she left him. Took their son. Said she couldn't live in this world anymore. That it was poisoning everything. Isabella opened a door to a room bigger than my whole house. He's been fighting to see the boy ever since. Marco uses it against him. Calls him weak. Says a real Moretti would have kept his family in line. I didn't know what to say. This felt too personal. Why are you telling me this? I asked. Because you'll hear things while you're here.
About Mr. Dante.
About what he's done, what his family does.
But there's more to him than that.
He's trying to be different. To find another way. His father and brother won't let him, but he keeps trying. She pointed to the room. Everything you need is here. Clothes in the closet. Bathroom through there. I'll bring tea.
Try to rest.
After she left, I looked around in shock. The closet had clothes. Designer stuff. My size, somehow. The bathroom had a bathtub the size of a small pool. I caught my reflection in a huge mirror. I looked haunted.
Lost.
Like someone else 24 hours ago, I'd been sitting in my chair, drowning in memories of James. Wishing something would change. Be careful what you wish for. MY phone buzzed. Unknown number. Ms. Cross. This is Detective Torres. I know you're with Dante Moretti. I know you think you're safe. But the Morettis are using you. Whatever they told you, whatever they promised, it's a lie. They'll keep you until you're not useful anymore, then they'll get rid of you. I can protect you. I can get you out. Text back if you want to live. I stared at the message. Was she right? Was Dante using me? Was I a pawn in his fight with his brother? Or was the detective the real threat, willing to say anything to get to the Moretti family? I couldn't trust anyone. But I had to choose somebody. Another buzz.
A photo this time.
It showed Sienna, my client, walking into my office building. The timestamp said tomorrow morning. The message said, I can protect her too. Or I can use her to get to you. Your choice. Answer by morning. My hands shook so bad, I almost dropped the phone. They knew about Sienna. They were threatening a 16-year-old to get to me. I ran for the door. I found Dante in what must be his father's office. He was standing in front of a huge desk, talking to an older man. They both turned when I burst in. I saw Dante's hand move toward his jacket, toward his gun.
Vivian.
What's wrong? I held out my phone. showing him the messages. The texts from Detective Torres. The photo of Sienna. His face got dark as he read. When did you get these?
Just now.
Both in the last 2 minutes. He showed the phone to the other man. Uncle Sal, what do you think? Torres is getting desperate. She knows if Giuseppe dies and Marco takes over, she'll never get close to the family again. Marco won't put up with her watching them like Giuseppe does. Sal's voice was rough. Old. But threatening the girl? That's not Torres' style. Then who? Could be Marco. Trying to force your hand. Make you give up, Miss Cross. Or it could be the real Vivian Cross, I said. The words just came out. If she knows someone's using her name, if she knows there's confusion, maybe she wants to get rid of me. Remove the problem. Both men looked at me differently now. Smart, Sal said. You think like a criminal, Miss Cross. I think like a counselor. I understand why people do things. Right now, everyone involved has a reason to want me quiet or under control. The question is, who benefits most from threatening Sienna? Marco. Dante said right away. If I'm busy trying to protect you and your client, I can't focus on father. On who takes over. Then we need to get to Sienna first. Agreed. But if Marco has people watching her, grabbing her won't be easy. I'll go, I said. She knows me. She trusts me. If strangers try to take her, she'll run. She's run from everyone who's ever tried to help her. Absolutely not. You're not leaving this estate. Then Sienna dies. Or gets used. Or gets hurt. Because of me. Because someone sent a voicemail to the wrong number. I stepped closer to him. Found courage I didn't know I had. You said you'd protect me. I'm asking you to protect her too. Please. He studied my face, looking for something. Lies, maybe. Or weakness. If I let you do this, he said slowly, you follow my instructions exactly. No improvising. No risks. Lucia goes with you, plus 2 of my best men. You get in, get the girl, get out.
Got it. Got it.
And Vivian? His hand caught mine.
Warm. Steady.
If this goes wrong, if Marco's people grab you, I will find you. I promise. The word of a criminal, I said, throwing his words back at him. Yes, the word of a criminal. It's still all I have. Dawn was breaking over Brooklyn when we pulled up a block from my office. I sat in the back of the SUV, wearing clothes Isabella had given me. Black jeans. A nice jacket. Boots that fit. I looked the part, even if I felt like a fake. Lucia sat next to me, checking her gun like it was routine. 2 men in the front seats. Carlo and Ben, Dante had called them. Both looked like they could snap someone in half. Remember the plan, Lucia said. We go in, you talk to Sienna, we bring her out. 5 minutes max. What if she doesn't want to come? Then we take her anyway, for her own safety. I thought about Sienna's file. Dad left when she was 3. Mom remarried, picked a new husband over her daughter. Bounced between relatives. Trust issues. Anger issues. Every adult in her life had let her down. If you grab her, you'll lose her, I said. She'll fight. She'll run the first chance she gets. Let me explain. Let me show her I'm trying to help. Lucia looked at Carlo. Some silent conversation. 2 minutes, Carlo said. You get 2 minutes to talk. Then we move, whether she wants to or not. It would have to be enough that we walk to my office building. Lucia and I are in front, the 2 men on either side. To anyone watching, we probably looked like business people with bodyguards. In this neighborhood, that wasn't weird. The MY office was on the 3rd floor. Small suite I shared with 2 other therapists. I unlocked the main door with my key. The waiting room was empty. Good. Neutral ground. Sienna won't be here for another 20 minutes, I said, checking my watch. She's always early, but not this early. Then we wait. Lucia went to the window, watching the street. Carlo and Ben took positions by the doors. The minutes crawled. I paced. How do you explain to a traumatized teenager that she's in danger because her therapist accidentally got mixed up with the mob? Contact, Lucia said suddenly. Girl matching the description. Black hoodie, backpack. Coming from the subway. I went to the window. There she was. Sienna Martinez. Purple streaks in her dark hair. Rings on every finger. Walking with that slouch. She used to make herself smaller. I'm going down to meet her, I said. If I bring her up here, she'll feel trapped. Let me catch her outside. Not alone, Carlo said. Then stay back. Far enough that she doesn't get spooked. I was already heading for the door. She's like a scared animal. One wrong move, and she bolts. I made it to the lobby, just as Sienna pushed through the glass doors. She saw me right away. Relief flooded her face. Then suspicion as she took in my appearance. The expensive clothes. The different vibe. Miss Cross? You look different.
Sienna.
Thank God. I closed the distance, lowering my voice. I need you to listen very carefully. We don't have much time. Her eyes narrowed. What's going on? You never cancel. And you're never early. Something happened last night. Something dangerous. And because of it, you might be in danger too.
What are you talking about?
But she was already backing toward the door. Fight or flight. She'd spent her whole life running.
Please.
I know how this sounds. I know you don't trust easily. But have I ever lied to you? In 6 months, have I ever broken my word?
She stopped, thinking. No.
I'm not starting now. There are people who want to use you to get to me. People who don't care that you're 16. That you have nothing to do with this. I need to get you somewhere safe until I can fix it. People? Her voice got loud. What people? Miss Cross, what did you do? Nothing. I got a message meant for someone else. A very dangerous someone else. And now everyone thinks I'm her. Sienna looked past me. Saw Lucia in the doorway. Carlo and Ben beyond. Are those your people or the dangerous people?
Mine.
They work for someone trying to help me. They look like criminals. I couldn't lie to her. They are. But right now, they're the only thing standing between us and worse criminals. She laughed. Not a nice laugh. This is insane. You know that, right? You're my therapist. You're supposed to be the stable one. The normal one. I am. But last night, normal ended. Sienna studied my face, looking for lies. This girl had been lied to so many times. She was an expert at spotting bullshit. If I come with you, she said slowly. Where are we going? And estate in Westchester. Heavily guarded. You'll be safe there. For how long?
A day.
Maybe 2. Until we can prove I'm not who everyone thinks I am. And if you can't prove it, the question hung there. I didn't have a good answer. Then we figure out plan B, together. I'm not abandoning you, Sienna. Whatever happens, you're not alone in this. Something changed in her face. The walls coming down just a little. You promise? I promise. Okay. She pulled her backpack higher. But if this turns out to be some trafficking thing, I'm kicking you in the face and running. Despite everything, I smiled. Fair enough. We walked toward Lucia and the others. Sienna stuck close to me. Her hand found mine. A small gesture that broke my heart. Lucia nodded.
Good.
Let's move. We've been here too long. We made it halfway to the SUV when the first shot rang out. The world exploded. Lucia shoved us both to the ground, covering us with her body. Carlo and Ben fired back, their guns appearing like magic. Stay down. Lucia shouted. Don't move. But Sienna was already scrambling backwards in total panic. I grabbed her jacket. Sienna, stay with me. Another shot. The SUV's window shattered. A man across the street, on a rooftop, rifle pointed at us. Sniper. Carlo yelled. We need to move. Now. Lucia hauled us both up, practically dragging us to the car. I felt Sienna shaking. Heard her gasping. Panic attack. She was having a panic attack in the middle of a gunfight. Breathe, I told her, even though my own heart was going crazy. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. You know the drill. Breathe with me.
Are you serious right now?
But she was breathing with me. Anything familiar to hold on to. We dove into the SUV. Carlo peeled away from the curb, tires screaming. Ben twisted around, gun aimed at the street behind us. Did you see them? Lucia asked. 2 shooters. Rooftop and street level. Professional setup. Marco's people? Can't confirm. But the setup was military grade, not street thugs. Sienna pressed herself against the far door, eyes wild. What the hell is happening? Who's shooting at us? People who want Miss Cross, Lucia said. People who don't care about collateral damage. This is insane. This is completely insane. Sienna turned to me. You said safe. You said you'd protect me.
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't think. No, you didn't think. You brought me into some mob war and now people are shooting at us. She wasn't wrong. I'd put her in danger. The exact thing I'd been trying to prevent. My phone rang. Dante. Are you hurt? His voice was tight. Controlled fury. We're okay. Shaken, but okay. I'm tracking your location. There's a safe house in Queens. Lucia knows it.
Get there.
I'm sending backup. Dante, I'm sorry. I thought save it. Just get to safety. All of you. He hung up. Lucia was already changing routes, taking side streets, doubling back to check for tails. Next to me, Sienna had gone quiet. The dangerous kind of quiet. Sienna, don't. She held up her hand. Don't apologize again. Don't tell me it'll be okay. Just don't. So I didn't. I just sat there, watching this girl I'd failed. Trust, once broken, is almost impossible to rebuild. The safe house was a plain apartment in a plain building. 3 locks on the door. Bars on the windows. Not fancy, but secure. Stay away from windows, Lucia said as we went inside. There's food in the kitchen. Bathroom down the hall. Get comfortable. We'll be here until Mr. Moretti gives the all clear. Sienna dropped her backpack and looked around. She had the eye of someone who'd lived in too many temporary places. How long? A few hours. Maybe overnight.
Great.
Trapped in a safe house with the therapist who almost got me killed. This is exactly how I wanted to spend my Tuesday. She went to the bedroom and slammed the door that I collapsed on the couch. The adrenaline was fading, leaving me shaky and sick. Lucia sat across from me. She'll calm down. Maybe. Or maybe I just destroyed the one good relationship she had with an adult who gave a damn. You were trying to protect her. I was trying to ease my own guilt. I dragged her into this because I couldn't stand the thought of her thinking I abandoned her. I pressed my hands to my face. God, what a mess. Ms. Cross. Lucia's voice got serious. What happened out there? That wasn't random. Someone knew we'd be at your office. Someone knew the exact time. The implication hit me like ice water. You think there's a leak. I think someone in the Moretti organization is feeding information to whoever wants you dead, which means we can't trust anyone except the people in this room. Does Dante know? I'll tell him, but he's got his hands full with Marco and Giuseppe. The old man's gotten worse. Hours, maybe days left, which means the power struggle is about to explode. And I'm just a complication, a distraction from what really matters. Lucia shook her head. You're a test. Dante's trying to prove he can lead differently than Marco, that he can solve problems without killing everyone. If he can keep you alive, prove your innocence, he shows the family there's another way. And if he can't, then Marco wins, takes over, and everyone in Dante's circle becomes a target. I thought about what Isabella told me, about Dante's lost son, his failed marriage, his fight to be different. Why does he care? I asked. About me specifically. He could have just let Marco take me that first night. Because you remind him that normal life still exists, that not everyone is consumed by this world. He sees in you what his wife saw in him once, before it all went bad. The bedroom door opened. Sienna stood there, arms crossed. I need to call my mom. Let her know I'm okay. Can't risk it, Carlos said from his spot by the window. Calls can be traced. So what? I'm just supposed to disappear? She'll freak out. She'll call the cops. That might not be bad, I said, thinking of Detective Torres's message. If the police get involved. No police. Lucia was firm. Torres is building a case. She'll use both of you as leverage against the family. You'll spend weeks in protective custody, giving statements, testifying. And the moment you're not useful anymore, that protection ends. You become targets again. So we're screwed either way, Sienna said flatly. Awesome. My phone buzzed. Another unknown number. Another message. Ms. Cross, I see you survived Marco's ambush. Impressive. But you're running out of safe places to hide. I can help you. Both you and the girl. But you need to trust me. Meet me tonight. Alone. I'll text you a location. If you really want this to end, you'll come. VC Vivian Cross. The real one. I showed Lucia. It's a trap, she said immediately. Maybe. Or maybe she's the only one who can actually end this. If I meet her, if I can convince her I'm not a threat, maybe she'll come forward. Clear my name. Or she'll kill you and take over your identity permanently. No more confusion. Problem solved. That's a risk I might have to take. Mr. Moretti will never allow it. Then I won't tell Mr. Moretti. Lucia stared at me. You're serious. I dragged Sienna into this. I put her life in danger. If there's any chance to end it, to get her back to normal life, I have to try. You'll die. Maybe. But at least Sienna will be safe. That has to count for something. Sienna was watching us. Processing. You're going to meet this person. This information broker everyone thinks you are. Yes. That's the stupidest plan I've ever heard. And I once tried to steal a car. Despite everything, I laughed. Noted. But unless you have a better idea... Actually, Sienna said slowly, I do. You don't go alone. You take me with you. Absolutely not. Hear me out. This Vivian Cross person, she works with information, right? She understands value. What if you bring something valuable to trade? Something she wants more than your death. Like what? Like information on the Moretti family. Real information. Stuff you've learned about being inside their world. She's a broker. Everything's a transaction. Give her something worth selling, and she'll have no reason to kill you. Lucia shook her head. Mr. Moretti would consider that betrayal. Mr. Moretti considers everything betrayal. Sienna shot back. Isn't that kind of his family's whole thing? I looked at the 16-year-old, who'd been through more than most adults, who'd learned to survive by being smarter and faster than everyone else. You're brilliant, I said. I know. Now, can someone please order pizza? I haven't eaten since yesterday, and I do my best planning on a full stomach. Thank you for staying with the voice message. Things are heating up, and Vivian's about to make the most dangerous decision of her life. Will meeting the real Vivian Cross save her or doom her? And can Dante forgive what she's about to do? Like and subscribe to see what happens next. Drop a comment. Should Vivian trust the real Vivian Cross, or is this all a trap? Until next time, stay smart and stay suspicious so we spent the rest of the day planning. Sienna, despite being 16, had a criminal mind that would be concerning in any other situation. Now it was our best weapon. Information brokers work on reputation, she explained, drawing scenarios on a notepad. If this VC kills you, she loses credibility. People will know there's confusion, that someone else used her name. That's bad for business. Unless she's trying to retire, Lucia pointed out. Get rid of the loose end and disappear. Then why reach out at all? Why not just have someone shoot Miss Cross from far away and be done? Sienna shook her head. No, she wants to meet.
Which means she wants something.
We just have to figure out what. My phone buzzed with the location. Pier 47. The same place the original caller mentioned. Full circle. Tonight at midnight. I read out loud. Come alone or don't come at all. You're not going alone, Lucia said firmly. She'll know. She'll have people watching.
So will we.
Carlo and Ben will be in position hours before. I'll be close enough to step in if things go bad. And me? Sienna asked. You stay here, where it's safe. That wasn't the deal. You need me there. Someone young, innocent looking. I'm your insurance. If this VC person is smart, she won't risk hurting a kid. Bad look, even in the criminal world. I'm not using you as a shield. You're not using me. I'm volunteering. Besides, you kind of owe me after this morning. She wasn't wrong. Dante called at 6. His voice sounded exhausted.
Strained.
My father's dying. He has hours, maybe less. Marco's pushing for an immediate decision. He wants father to name him successor before he dies. And you. I'm stalling. Trying to get him to split the territory. Give Marco the old operations. Let me build something new. Something clean. Will your father agree?
No.
Giuseppe Moretti doesn't believe in splitting power. He believes in one ruler, one empire. Long pause. I might not be able to protect you much longer, Vivian. If Marco takes over. I know. That's why I'm meeting VC tonight. Silence. Then, what? The real Vivian Cross. She reached out. Wants to meet. I think I can convince her to clear this up. It's a trap.
Probably.
But it's also my best chance to end this without more people getting hurt. Vivian, listen to me carefully. Vivian Cross is a ghost. Nobody knows what she really looks like. She uses middlemen, digital communication, dead drops. She never meets clients in person. If someone claiming to be her wants a face-to-face meeting, it's not her. My stomach dropped. Then who? Marco. Or someone working for him, drawing you out so they can kill you. I looked at Lucia. She'd heard through the speakerphone. Her face confirmed it. So what do? I asked. Stay hidden forever? Wait for your father to die and Marco to take over? Then what? How long before he finds me? I don't know, Dante admitted. But walking into an obvious trap isn't the answer. Unless we turn it around, Sienna said, leaning in. Use it against whoever set it up. Who is that? Dante demanded. My client, Sienna. She's safe here with us. She shouldn't be involved in this at all. Little late for that, Sienna said cheerfully. Now, do you want to hear my idea or keep arguing about stuff we can't change? Another pause. Then, incredibly, a sound that might have been laughter. Go ahead. I'm listening. Sienna laid out her plan. It was risky, borderline crazy, but it had one big advantage. Nobody would expect it. When she finished, Dante was quiet for a long time. It could work, if we control everything, if we have enough backup. So you'll help? I asked. Against my better judgment, yes. But Vivian, if this goes wrong, if Marco gets his hands on you, he didn't finish. Just promise me you'll be careful. The word of a criminal? I said softly. The word of a man who's starting to care what happens to you, which is way more dangerous. The line went dead. Lucia was already making calls, coordinating with Dante's people. Carlo and Ben were checking weapons, planning routes and escapes. Sienna sat next to me on the couch. You really trust him? This Dante guy? I don't know. Maybe. He's kept his word so far. He's also a criminal. His whole family is built on violence. People don't just change because they want to. Your file says you set your stepfather's car on fire when you were 13.
She grinned.
He deserved it. Called me trash one too many times. And now, would you do it again?
No.
Because I learned there are smarter ways to hurt people who deserve it. Ways that don't leave evidence. She got serious. I'm not saying I'm a good person, Miss Cross, but I'm trying to be better than I was. Maybe that's all anyone can do. Maybe that's what Dante's trying too. Yeah. Or maybe he's just smooth and sees you as useful until you're not. She studied me. Your husband.
James.
Would he want you mixed up in all this? The question hit hard.
No.
James would have called the police right away. Let them handle it. He believed in systems, rules, doing things the right way. And you? I believed in him. In us. In the life we were building. But that life's gone. And I'm still here, trying to figure out who I am without him. Well, whoever you are, you're tougher than you look. Most people would have fallen apart by now. Who says I haven't? You're still here. Still fighting. Still trying to protect people. That's not falling apart. That's surviving. At 11, we loaded into the SUV. Lucia drove. Carlo next to her. Ben in back with Sienna and me. Everyone armed except us. Everyone tense. The drive to Pier 47 took 40 minutes. We parked 3 blocks away, walked the rest. The pier was industrial. Abandoned. Perfect for an ambush. Last chance to back out, Lucia said. Not backing out, I replied. Me neither, Sienna added. We walked toward the warehouse at the end of the pier. The same one from the original voicemail. The building loomed against the night sky. Dark windows. Door hanging open like a mouth. They're here, Carlo said quietly. Multiple heat signatures inside. At least 6 people. Dante's team is in position?
Yes.
Rooftops, nearby buildings, boat on the water. You're covered from all angles. Doesn't feel like it. I muttered. We reached the door. I could hear voices inside. Arguing. One I recognized. Marco Moretti. Lucia grabbed my arm. It's a setup. We need to leave.
No.
If Marco's here, if this is his play, then we end it tonight. One way or another. I pushed through the door. The warehouse was dim, lit by work lights. 6 men stood in a loose circle. Marco Moretti was in the center. Even in bad lighting, I could see the family resemblance. Same dark eyes as Dante. Same presence. But where Dante had control, Marco had cruelty. Miss Cross. He smiled. So good of you to join us. And you brought a child. How sweet. Let me guess, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. You sent the messages. Pretended to be Vivian Cross.
Guilty.
Though I had help.
He gestured.
One of his men dragged someone forward. A woman.
Bruised.
Hands tied. Meet the real Vivian Cross. We found her 3 days ago. She's been very helpful. The woman looked at me with dead eyes. She'd been beaten. Broken. Whatever she knew, they'd gotten it out of her. She confirmed you're not her, Marco continued. Which means you're just some innocent nobody who got caught in family business. How sad. So let me go. Let both of us go. I don't know anything. I can't hurt you.
True.
But you can hurt Dante. His obsession with saving you has been very distracting. He's ignored his duties, questioned father, split his loyalty. All because of you. That's not my fault. Isn't it? Marco stepped closer. You could have gone to the police.
Could have run.
Instead, you let my brother play hero. You encouraged his weakness. And now father's dying, the family's breaking apart, and Dante thinks he can win a war with kindness. He pulled out a gun, pointed it at my head. This isn't personal, Ms. Cross. It's business. You're a problem. Getting rid of you makes things simpler. Wait. Sienna stepped forward. You can't kill her. And why not, child? Because I recorded everything. Every conversation with Dante. Every detail about his operations.
His people.
His plans. And if anything happens to Ms. Cross, that recording goes to the FBI, the NYPD, and every news station in New York. You kill her. You destroy your whole family. Marco stared at her. You're bluffing. Am I? Check my backpack. It's in there. Recorder's been running since we got here. One of Marco's men grabbed the backpack, searched it, pulled out a small recorder. The kind reporters use. It was recording. Marco's face got dark. Clever. But not clever enough. He turned to his men. Kill them both. Destroy the recording. Problem solved. That's when the lights went out. Gunfire erupted in the darkness. I hit the ground, pulling Sienna with me. Muzzle flashes lit the warehouse like strobe lights. Men shouting. Running. Bodies hitting concrete. Someone grabbed my arm. Lucia. Move. Stay low. We scrambled toward the door. Behind us, Marco was screaming orders. His men trying to regroup. But Dante's team had surprise on their side. We burst out into the night. Carlo had a car waiting. Engine running.
Go. Go.
Go. Ben was firing back, covering us. We piled in. The car shot forward. Behind us, the warehouse was a war zone. Is everyone okay? I gasped, checking Sienna for injuries. I'm good. That was insane. Did you see Marco's face when I pulled out the recorder? The one you weren't supposed to bring, Lucia said dryly. Mr. Moretti's going to kill us all. But it worked. Marco admitted everything. We have proof he set this whole thing up. Proof that'll never work in court, Carlo pointed out. Illegally obtained. Under duress. Can't use it. But Dante can use it, I said, understanding now. Against his family. Against Marco. Not legally, politically. It shows Marco's willing to kill innocents, to create problems just to make Dante look weak.
My phone rang.
Dante, tell me you're safe. We're safe. Heading back to the estate.
Good.
Because my father just died, and his last words were, let them destroy each other. The strongest will survive. He didn't choose a successor?
No.
Which means Marco and I are at war now. Officially. And you, Vivian Cross, just became my most valuable asset. How? Because you survived Marco's trap. You outsmarted him. You recorded his confession. You proved he's unstable. Reckless. The other families will see that. They'll question whether he should lead. So, I'm not a problem anymore. I'm a weapon. You're a symbol of what I'm trying to build. A Moretti family that doesn't just survive on fear and violence, but on strategy, intelligence, evolution. And if I don't want to be your symbol, long pause. Then I'll give you new identities anyway. You and Sienna. You'll disappear, just like I promised. But Vivian, I'd like you to stay. Not as a prisoner. Not as an asset. As something else. What?
I don't know yet.
But I'd like to find out. If you're willing. I looked at Sienna. She was listening shamelessly. She raised an eyebrow. Your choice, her face said. I'll think about it, I told Dante. That's all I can ask. 1 week later, I stood in the garden of the Moretti estate, watching Sienna teach Dante's son how to play cards. The boy, Tommy, was 7 and shy. Sienna was patient with him in a way that surprised everyone. She's good with him, Dante said, appearing next to me. She's good with all kids. Sees herself in the lost ones. Like you saw yourself in her? Maybe. Or maybe I just saw someone who needed saving. The way you saw it in me. I don't think you needed saving, Vivian. I think you needed a reason to keep fighting. And you gave me one. A completely insane, dangerous, criminal reason. But a reason. He smiled. That smile that made him look almost normal. Marco's gone underground. He's gathering supporters, planning his next move. This isn't over. I know. There'll be more violence, more danger. If you stay in my world, you'll never be completely safe. I was never completely safe.
Not really.
James died, and I learned safety is an illusion. We're all one phone call, one voicemail, one random moment away from losing everything. So you'll stay?
For now.
Until Sienna's safe. Until we figure out what's next. And after that, we'll see. Maybe I'll become a criminal's therapist. God knows this family could use one. Starting with me? Especially with you. His hand found mine.
Warm. Steady.
Dangerous in ways I was only beginning to understand. One wrong voicemail. I said quietly. That's all it took to change everything. Fate works in mysterious ways. I don't believe in fate. I believe in choices. And I choose to stay.
For now.
See where this goes. The word of a therapist. The word of a woman who's tired of just surviving. Who wants to try living again. Even if it means living dangerously. He pulled me closer. I can work with that. From across the garden, Sienna yelled, "Hey, you two going to keep making eyes at each other or help me teach Tommy poker? She's teaching your 7-year-old poker?" I asked. Better her than Marco's people. At least Sienna plays fair. Does she?
No.
But she'll pretend to, which is more than I can say for most of my family. We walked toward the kids, toward something almost normal, toward a future neither of us planned but both were willing to try. Behind us, the estate loomed. Powerful, protective, prison and palace both. And somewhere out there, Marco was plotting. The real Vivian Cross was still out there somewhere. Detective Torres was building her case. The danger hadn't ended. It had only just begun, but for the first time since James died, I felt alive.
Scared, yes.
Confused, absolutely. In way over my head, but alive, and maybe that was worth the risk. Thank you so much for reading the voice message. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling stories. Let me know in the comments. Should Vivian trust Dante? Should she stay in his dangerous world or run while she still can? And what do you think will happen when Marco makes his next move? Your support means everything, and I love hearing your thoughts. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and never answer a voicemail meant for someone else. This is your storyteller, signing off. Keep living carefully out there.